Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of July 8th through the 14th, 2024. We're going to make this a short reading, only 6 cards, so let's dive into it. You have the King of Swords coming out in reverse as your first card, Aries. So this does show the presence of somebody who may be a little bit more like cutthroat or you know what I'm getting, really? I'm getting the energy of somebody who is very, how do I put this? Like, masculine, but not in a healthy way. Kind of like pretending that they don't have feelings and laughing at anyone who is a little bit more emotional or has needs that they express, or they're just unique individual. It's like the presence of someone that you don't feel comfortable being yourself around. Like any ounce of unique personality trait, they're gonna like make fun of you or like give you the subconscious vibe that they're judging you. Really not a nice influence. I don't like this. And it does feel like somebody who either they're in an authority position in your life, or for some reason you just don't feel comfortable speaking up and being yourself around this person. And Spirit is asking you to find a new environment to be in where you do feel more comfortable to be yourself. Even if this person has no authority over you, for some reason you just don't feel like you should be yourself around them, or that you feel like there's certain aspects of your personality that you should maybe keep to yourself around them. And these aren't good people to surround yourself with. Yeah, exactly. Because you have the Strength card and the Three of Swords coming out. And strength shows that there is strength in authenticity and being vulnerable and being yourself. And when you're surrounded by people who make you feel like you can't be that, it's literally heartbreaking. It's a drain on your energy, like a sword in your aura, in your energy, in your heart, that drains away your power when you're surrounded by people like this. So get yourself into a new environment for sure. Aries, a lot of you may be taking good care of your mental health and well-being at this time, whether you're going to therapy or journaling or something of that nature. It feels like you're taking good care of yourself and trying to find communities and people who you really can express yourself and be yourself around. Because when you are around people who let you just be you, you're just more confident, more self-assured, and also there's just a magic that is stronger, and it makes your manifestation ability stronger when you can be in your authenticity. So beautiful energy there. We have the Hermit. Yeah, going on like a spiritual journey, a spiritual awakening is happening this week. I feel like your psychic abilities are strong. You're feeling connected to spirit. There could be a lot of intense dreaming going on, messages that come through your dreams, and perhaps even a little bit of like spooky synchronicities, you know, like something very synchronistic, almost fated sort of coincidence that happens. And it just feels like a sign, a message from the universe for you. Okay, I am seeing spending more time with yourself, getting to know you. This has kind of been the vibe for a lot of people in July. When I was doing the July readings, I was surprised at how many people had that message of like just spending more time with themselves and not necessarily going out and being overly social, because it's like the middle of summer or winter if you're in the southern hemisphere. And usually I feel like this is a time like that's hustling and bustling, but a lot of people are just going within themselves at this time and sort of getting to know themselves better and doing the things that they like their personal hobbies, whether that's reading or drawing or making music or dancing. It's like you're just going within yourself and doing that. And connecting spiritually is very strong as well. If you have a spiritual community that you're involved with, I see you being really involved with that this week, or even like creating that space for yourself. We have the Two of Swords coming out. And by the way, when I say spiritual community, that could be anything. Like my mom always says, she's a dog groomer. She has her own business. And when she has deep conversations with her customers, and she's always like, Laura, this is my church. This is my church, having these deep emotional conversations with people. And I just thought of that because it's like, you know, you don't have to go to an actual church. You don't have to go to an actual like spiritual community. Like the people who your soul can be vulnerable and authentic with, that is your church, you know? And that's why I'm saying, like, this presence of whoever this King of Swords is in reverse, it's not good for you, you know? It's like taking you away from your authenticity. Yeah. Protect your peace from this person with the Two of Swords coming out. Protect your heart, protect your peace. If you're naturally feeling uncomfortable around someone or reserved around someone, there's usually a reason for that. Like, I'll give you a personal example of this. There was this mutual friend that I had who was like at every like event that one of my best friends is at. And for some reason, I just never naturally clicked with her. I never just felt like I wanted to initiate conversations with her. And she was a fun person. Objectively speaking, she was fun. She was beautiful. I just never felt the urge to talk to her. I never felt the urge to really be her friend. Don't know why. It was just a feeling. And like, I just had this natural repulsion to be authentic and my natural sort of loud self around her. So at those group events, I would be a little bit quieter. And yeah, it turns out she totally screwed over that friend of mine in like the worst way you can imagine. So it's like, pay attention psychically when you feel like more reserved around certain people. Like, my whole life I've been hearing this. People don't understand me because I'll be around certain individuals and I'll be super loud, cracking like dirty jokes constantly. And this one person, which is me, my authentic self. And then I would say about like half of the time, I'm just dead silent in groups. Like, I don't say anything. I'm just observing. And the thing is, I'm not shy. I'm not a shy person at all. Like, in fact, I wear very unusual outfits 90% of the time, and I get a lot of stares. I'm not shy. But I just naturally feel less talkative around certain individuals. And there's like a noticeable difference if that individual leaves the room. And everyone was always confused about that my whole life. But I feel like psychically, my soul was keeping my mouth shut around certain people for the right reasons. And Aries, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I feel like you're going through a similar thing here where you just naturally feel quieter around someone, or not like repressed, but like you just don't feel like you should show your true colors. And there's a reason for that, okay? We have the 10 of Wands coming out in reverse, which asks you to not overwork yourself or burn yourself out at this time, okay? Do not bury yourself in work and productivity. A lot of you guys may be at a place in life where, on one hand, you want money, resources, you know, you want a certain lifestyle, but on the other hand, you don't want to be working like overtime every single week, burning yourself out and watching your life, you know, roll by. So whatever your responsibilities are in life, try not to overdo it, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead, especially since these week's readings are a little shorter. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box. spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there. Bye-bye.